Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. Thought I would come on today and do a vinyl finds video for you guys. It's been a while since I made one and I found some cool records. I've been back down at that big metal collection, and as you can see from the top of the video, there's more than just metal there. There's some psych records, there's some punk records. And the first few times I went through that collection, I was feeling the urgency of the moment. The collection had just been dropped and I really wanted to look through the entire collection and see what was there. So I recently returned and looked through it more thoroughly, and I found some cool records, including one very special record that we're going to get into in just a moment. So let's get started. According to the hype sticker on this record, it's brutal death metal from the heart of the Brazilian jungle. Could be talking about no one other than Sepultura. Yeah, this is a very early pressing on RC Records. Super clean. Sepultura led by Max Cavalera. This is a heavy, brutal record. It's not much heavier than an early Metallica record, maybe just a touch. And, you know, the death metal moniker, don't let that scare you. There's some nice heavy stuff on here and some pretty good sounding musical interlude-ish parts. Overall, I would say the sound quality is like a 6.5 out of 10. Very cool cover. I paid up for this. I think I gave like 30 bucks for it. And I feel like it was worth it for sure. This is really cool. I thought if I didn't like it, maybe I could trade it for something better, but turns out this is really pretty good. I think I'm going to keep this. Yeah, Sepultura, Beneath the Remains. Very nice early record. Picked up this little piece of psychedelic gold on Probe, ABC Probe to be precise. First US pressing of The Soft Machine. First US pressing was a censored cover. That's why there's nothing here. There's normally some various pictures of a lady that's her behind is showing, and then later on they painted a swimsuit on her. At the time this was released, I guess we were being ran by a bunch of Puritans over here. I digress. This is a pretty cool record. The Soft Machine, very well known for some of the players contributing to this record. The Madcap Laughs by Syd Barrett. These guys opening for Hendrix back in the day. You know the story. Somewhat psychedelic, post-psych pioneers. Great band. I don't have any Soft Machine in the collection. And as a tribute to William Burroughs, I thought I'll grab this one. Pretty cool. I kind of wish I had the cover that at least had something on the front other than just a bunch of green. I saw this hard rock record sitting in the crates, and I knew that Ursa Major had only put out one record. It looks just like this. Got a little constellation there on the front. It is on RCA Dynaflex, one of my favorite labels. How can you go wrong? Just about everything on the RCA Dynaflex label is amazing. And this sounds pretty good. They're a rockin' little band. Shame they only had one release. This is it. Kind of a proto-stoner record, if you will. Fits squarely in the hard rock category, I would say. I paid $6 for it. Yeah, I thought, this is cool. I'll grab it because I had discovered that there was quite a bit of psych and hard rock, stoner kind of stuff there. Someone had left a comment on my first video about this collection. Bob, you didn't grab the Captain Beyond. So I went back and grabbed the Captain Beyond. Yeah, Captain Beyond. Great band. The whole record opens with a really cool drum break and they're off. Captain Beyond was a super group featuring the vocalist from Deep Purple. That said, this one has the lenticular cover. Yeah, and this is a badass record. I used to see this a lot. I don't see it much anymore. I never felt any pressure to get it because I used to see it around. When it was mentioned that I should pick it up, I thought, yeah, I haven't seen that record in a while. So I went and snatched it. It is, of course, on Capricorn Records and dedicated to the memory of Duane Allman. Oddly enough, yes, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty stonerish, but there's some real southern rock, Skinnerd, Almonds moments in here because there's some slide guitar on here. And clearly, Duane was an inspiration to these fellas. Great record, somewhat collectible. I paid $20 for that. And last but not least, if you don't know, I am in Louisville, Kentucky, or as we like to call it, Louisville. And here in the city of Louisville, in the late 80s, early 90s, we had a pretty well-known post-punk and hardcore music scene. And at the center of that scene was a band called Slint. Now, I have had this record for quite some time. Yes, this is Slint's Spiderland. It's a very well-known record, and this is an original pressing on Touch and Go. But one record I have been looking for many years. It's an expensive record now. It's a hard-to-find record now. Is Slint's first record, Twee, with this very cool Volvo on the front. It says Slint here, says Twee here. Stunning photograph. Yeah, very cool. On the obscure Jennifer Hartman label, from what I can tell, this is a much different record than Spiderland. A lot more varied, far more experimental, and it's a cool record produced by Steve Albini. And like I said before, it was pretty much released into obscurity on the Jennifer Hartman label, and I don't think there are many copies out there. You know, there are probably hundreds, maybe thousands, low thousands. But it's a tough record to find, and if there was anywhere that you were going to find it, it would be in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. If you're walking around in Louisville, you might see David Pajo or Will Odom or any of the people that were involved in that scene back in the day. You know, you may choose to try to say hello to them or not. You know, it just depends on how adventurous you're feeling today. That said, these are important records to the people that are here in town, and when I see one, I like to pick them up. In the first group, I found that Squirrel Bait record. So, very cool. I love this cover so much. The two sides are labeled Gerber and Bemis. From what I can tell, this is a record dedicated to the band's parents. So that's kind of unique, I think, for a rock band, a post-punk rock band. I think, you know, just the fact that they're mentioning their parents. Anyway, yeah, was super happy to find that funky little stack. The Slint, yes. Captain Beyond, oh wow. Ursa Major. The Soft Machine, and of course, Sepultura. Yeah, I got a little metal. I'm going to go back. You know, one thing that they had was the entire run of the Amboy Dukes in mint condition. And I thought, if I saw those at like a half-price Books or something like that, I would snatch those right away. But for some reason, just among all those other good records, I was like, yeah, you know. But they're very inexpensive, probably less than $10 a piece and near mint. I think I should at least get them and listen to them. And if I don't like them or whatever, I'll move them on. But you don't normally see those records very clean. I did pick this up. First Ted Nugent, stunning condition on that orange Epic label, just so I could hear Stranglehold. You know, that big bass right in the center channel, just, it sounds so cool. Crank up Stranglehold and crush your face. Anyway, until we meet again, that's right, folks. Bob out.